As was mentioned, I'm the Counsellor for Science and Technology based in the New Zealand mission to the European Union in Brussels. I'm employed by the New Zealand Ministry of Research, Science and Technology, or MORST, to develop the science relationship with the European Union and to support the priority bilateral relationships, the science bilateral relationships, and they're mainly the UK, France and Germany, for which we have very strong research ties. You may not know much about New Zealand, apart from the fact that it is a very long way from Europe. What I can tell you, if you haven't been there yourselves, it is a very beautiful, diverse country, which is well worth a visit. Not only for its scenery, but for its quality research and innovation. New Zealand is about the size of the British Isles, and we're about 3 hours from our plane ride from our nearest neighbour, Australia. We tend to measure our distance by numbers of hours it takes on a plane from New Zealand. We're a long, thin country with a wild ocean and marine climate, with a rugged and tectonically active landscape and unique biota. Ours is the last major landmass to be colonised by humans, if you don't count Antarctica. The Māori arrived in Aotearoa, New Zealand, some 700 years ago as skillful Polynesian seafarers. About 500 years ago, after their arrival, Captain James Cook claimed New Zealand for Britain, and the major European migrations happened around 160 years ago. And today our population is about 4.2 million, and it's a mix of European, British, Māori, Polynesian, but we also have a significant subpopulations of Korean, Chinese, Dutch, French as well. We are an outward-looking people, and we have to be, because many of you would balk at a flight of 12 hours, but that's only halfway here for us. We do recognise the importance of international linkages, and we need to cultivate them by contributing as much as we can give, but also take as well. Our research sector is particularly well connected to world research. While we perform only about 0.05% of the world's R&D, we have significant strengths in biological, biomedical, natural resources, environmental science, and food and beverage, which make up the basis of our strong export economy, but of course we've got excellence in ICT as well. In terms of ICT, we tend to avoid having a centrally driven strategy, but we're very keen at letting entrepreneurial initiatives sort of bubble up, I suppose, and we want to guide those towards commercial outcomes. And that's an important aspect of our system in terms of flexibility. We have strong applied research, and it's very much linked to industry needs. And our basic research is underpinning that capability. We have strong linkages between our firms, our universities, and our Crown Research Institutes, and there is a strong focus from the government on supporting our research infrastructure and high-performance computing as well. So why focus on Europe? I'd like to also point out that the International Cooperation Strategy in New Zealand has a strong focus on the other partners in the Eurasian project, but I will be focusing on our relationship with Europe in this presentation. Europe is arguably New Zealand's most important regional partner for research and innovation. Current statistics show that over half of New Zealand researchers have an active collaboration with the European Union member state partner. For New Zealand researchers to remain at the top of our game, they need to be connected with the best in the world, and that is often found in Europe. As I said before, New Zealand has close science links with the UK, France and Germany, but there are also very strong existing links with the Netherlands, Spain, Belgium, Italy and Switzerland. Given this, we see that government relationship with the European Union science and technology and innovation programs are very important at a strategic level. The New Zealand EC Science and Technology Cooperation Agreement came into force in early 2009, so it's only just a couple of years old, or less than a couple of years old. And this provides an overarching framework for the New Zealand collaboration with all European Union member states. Under the agreement, Morse and DG Research regularly hold joint science and technology cooperation committee meetings. And the purpose of these meetings are to exchange information on our innovation system developments and to produce a roadmap of activities, which is a coordinated joint plan. The JSTCC has met twice now, once in Brussels in 2009 and most recently in June of this year in Wellington. The ICT theme is a priority, and we have some dedicated thematic meetings around ICT. These are focused on enhancing participation of our researchers in the framework program, with a particular focus on ICT in healthcare, human-computer interface technologies, along with more general discussions around the consistency of e-infrastructure developments and supporting domain science areas and advanced networking. There's also a need identified at the last JSTCC to map the capabilities and capacities of the New Zealand research, ICT research scene as well, and I think that that's something that will be done as part of this project, so that's a really timely activity. New Zealand is increasingly engaging with the European Commission as a partner in science and technology projects. Since 2006, Morse has co-funded the Friends initiative, which I will be talking about a little later on. And Friends' objective is to enhance engagement with New Zealand researchers to help them participate in the framework program. I guess it provides an initial contact point role. We're also a partner in the FP7 Access for EU and PaceNet projects, which have been mentioned previously. And we also have a counterpart scheme in the Pan-European COST scheme, the Cooperation on Science and Technology. And all of these initiatives aim to boost research connectivity. And another area, which has also been mentioned by Hebek, is the newly established knowledge-based bioeconomy international forum. And the key objective of this forum is to enhance research and innovation policy dialogue and science cooperation between the EU, New Zealand, Australia and Canada regarding the most important issues around the knowledge-based bioeconomy. Excuse me. I say this in this context more really about the model that this forum is around, which I think could be something we could look at as part of this project, which is a multi-partner initiative, which both is around policy dialogue, but some really quite practical initiatives around twinning of programs, workshops, seminars, and that sort of thing. So that's something to look at. Another noteworthy collaboration is through the International Research Staff Exchange Scheme, or URSIS. New Zealand was the first non-European country to establish a counterparts program for this researcher training and development scheme. And we have committed over $1 million New Zealand dollars per year to this program, and it's really proven very useful in taking those individual researcher connections to a new strategic institutional level framework and much more longer term and useful relationships. Excuse me. I'm often asked the question whether the New Zealand Science and Technology Cooperation Agreement allows for funding for New Zealanders in the framework program. New Zealand, alongside the likes of Australia, Korea, Japan and Singapore and the US, is considered a high income country. And so the reasons for our interaction is quite different. And it's not about funding, it's about the fact that we believe that there is mutual benefit between for both New Zealand researchers and European researchers for that interaction. We think that we have research expertise that can be of benefit, and also our unique geographies, our environments, our place in the world, our many benefits that can be gained from the interaction. New Zealand researchers that do participate in the framework program in general do not receive funding from the Commission. There is one exception to the rule. If our research is considered to be essential to the program, then funding can be provided. And also I guess there's other exceptions if it is actually written into the work program, but as I said before, that's not why we are involved in this relationship. So I think on that note I'll stop there, but I hope this gives you a flavour for the interaction. And I'm really happy to answer any questions that you have, and I'll be around for the day and we can have more conversations. Thank you.